Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. The album of Blackpink, Born Pink is finally out and of course I have to say my thoughts about it. I wanted to upload sooner but I had a lot of stuff going on, so here we are. But at least I had some time to give the album a few more listens and to let it marinate into my ears in order to have stronger opinions. I have a lot to say, so let's jump right to it. I review each song of the album except for Pink Venom and Ready for Love because I already talked about them both in my Pink Venom review and in my July and August review. Go check it out if you haven't. So yeah, I'll mention them but nothing more. Alright, let's go. It's black and it's pink once the sun down. When I discovered that they were sampling La Campanella by Nicola Paganini, I was really excited. Not only because I am Italian, so I am proud, but especially because I generally really like when K-pop songs sample classic music, like Feel My Rhythm by Red Velvet and Hands Up by Cherry Bullet, which deserves much more recognition by the way, are some really cool songs, so I was really curious of what would have come out of it. I really didn't know what to expect this time because after Pink Venom it was clear to me that they were going to a completely different direction with a whole new sound, but at the same time I thought that maybe for the title track they would have used their typical formula, and apparently I was wrong. Okay, so I have to be honest here, when I first listened to it I was quite underwhelmed and therefore a bit disappointed. Because, they used again an anti-drop, like in Pink Venom, and there isn't their typical outro, the typical Blackpink, and, with a beat that drops and that hypes you up. In here, everything is more chill and laid back, which, again, we see the same kind of chorus in Pink Venom, but in Pink Venom there's also much more going on, especially in the end, with the ratatata part. While in here, when Shutdown was over, I was like... where is the beat that makes my hands shake like crazy? You know what I mean? But the fact that they completely destroyed their formula here is so appreciated. We got Jisoo and Rosé rapping too, that was completely crazy and unexpected, and we got no bridge, or an instrumental bridge, if that's how it can be called, and an ends that almost fades out, wow. I defended Pink Venom with all my heart because, well, I love the song, and if you saw my other videos, you know it. It instantly became one of my favorite songs of them, and I was angry that everyone was saying that they kept doing the same thing over and over because the sound was completely new for them, an anti-drop as a chorus, a kind of rock pre-chorus and bridge. But yeah, it's true that at the same time, there were some stuff that were clearly Blackpink. The structure of the song was a typical structure for Blackpink. But with Shutdown, oh lord, they used the same sound of Pink Venom, this laid-back anti-drop, but they changed everything. Everything. So I want to say to everyone who trashed Pink Venom and said that their songs sound all the same, blah 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 blah, now what? Now fucking what? Come on, they basically reinvented themselves and spoke directly to the haters saying, oh, you think we're not able to do something different? Well, honey, there you have it. By the way, after some listens and some reflections, this song grew on me a lot, and I understood what my problem with it was. It's just that it's not a track material for me. It's just not, because it's much more minimalistic and chill compared to Pink Venom. I mean, it's like if they would have released Whistle as the title track and Bombaya as the B-side. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But of course, these are my opinions only, so I'm sure that some people think that this should be the title track, even because I think that the majority of people prefer it over Pink Venom, so yeah. It makes sense that it was released after, only because with Pink Venom they basically said, look, we are perfectly able to do a different sound, and this is not gonna be Duru Duru 2.0 or anything like it. But they said that by keeping their typical structure. And then we shut down, they said like, see, we can do a new sound and we can also do a new structure. So fuck you. Like they literally said, keep talking while we shut you down. And oh boy, if they did. So yeah, that's the only reason I can get why they chose Shutdown as a title track. Otherwise, for me, Pink Venom should be it. But as I said, I grew to love Shutdown, and there are some parts that are so addicting, like this one of Lisa. And the chorus by Jisoo and Rosé. I also really appreciate that they all sing the chorus once, so everyone added their own like flavor to the chorus. And I also love the beginning with the violin and the blackpink in your area while Lisa dances under the rain. That was really cool. Jenny and Lisa rap, to be honest, were a little bit disappointing comparing them to their other raps. I don't know why, but it didn't hit me like it usually does. By the way, moving on, I just saw the dance performance and I can say that I am in love with the choreo so much, and it is clear to me that their dances improved a lot. I saw it with Pink Venom because I really like that choreo too, which I didn't expect because Blackpink choreographies are not that impactful or amazing, they are quite simple. But these two choreos were chef's kiss, and especially Shutdown, wow, they really outdone themselves. There are some parts that are so satisfying to watch, it's crazy, like this one. And Miss Lisa, are you for real? Yeah, they keep getting better and better, it's crazy. About the styling, some outfits were good, some other not really. My favorite set is for sure the one of the first chorus and that we see again in the end. The others were quite mild. I am generally sad and angry about the fact that they didn't use the outfits and the set of the D-Day poster, this one right here. Like, are we joking? They are insane and I'm obsessed with this aesthetic so much that I'm gonna buy this version of the album. I would buy all three, but I am broke. Come on, look at Barbie Rosé here. Like, no words. I think that also the overall aesthetic of the MV would have been better if they would have included this set. Okay, about the MV, I expected it more aesthetic to be honest, especially because YG said that the Pink Venom MV and this one were the MVs with the highest budget ever, and honestly, I can't see it in here. I really can't. I wasn't a big fan of the MV of Pink Venom, but comparing it to Shutdown, it is much, much better for sure. I mean, this garage looks so cheap, I swear. I already said in my latest video where I talk about the tracklist of Born Pink and the concept teasers, like, I get the meaning, because it's connected to the act of shutting down something, so I get it, but I don't know, they could have accessorized the background a bit, especially because in the MV teaser, it was shown the place with all their songs written in the wall, and that was so cool, but we see it only in a few shots, so that was quite disappointing. However, it was really cool, all the references to their previous MVs, with them recreating some shots, but like an upgraded version of them. And about this, so a lot of people said that this looks like a goodbye song, since there are all these references to the previous MVs and all the posters with the title tracks of their songs, and I have a theory about it. So we all know that in August 2023 their contract will expire, and everyone is wondering whether they'll renew it or not. And well, first of all, I think they'll renew it because they are the biggest girl group ever. They are more successful every day that passes, and even if they're successful on their own, I think that they want to continue to explore their potential. And plus, they are so close to each other. So yeah, I think they renew, of course, by negotiating. So maybe they'll ask for more comebacks. I don't know, a girl can dream. But having said that, I don't think that this is a goodbye song to the fans because they will disband soon. But I don't know, I think that this is a goodbye song to their old sound. Because if you think about it, the majority of the references to their old MVs were of Duru Duru, which is the start of their formula and of the typical empty drop as the chorus that they kept doing after Duru Duru in Kill This Love and How You Like That. So with this song, but especially with this whole album, and I'll get to it in my overall thoughts section, they established a new sound for them. So it's like the beginning of a new chapter, and you say goodbye to the old one. Because with this song, they said goodbye to that period that started with Duru Duru and that ends here. And that is also clear by the fact that they shut down many gate valves, but in the end of the MV, they take an elevator and they push the button up. So that's a clear reference to the fact that a new era begins and that they'll continue to go up with their successes. At least that's what I think, and I really hope that I am right, guys. Otherwise, yes, it is a goodbye song, and they're disbanding soon, and I honestly refuse to believe it.
Type of girl that'll make you wanna dream.
Type of Girl is unfortunately quite underwhelming and a bit boring for me. Is maybe the worst song of the album, even though there are some parts of the song that I like, such as the pre-chorus of Rosé. Her voice sounds so good there, oh my god. And I also like a lot the part where Jesus says, and also Lisa's rap. I think my main issue with this song is the chorus, which is very underwhelming, and also the fact that they did any sort of switch and change towards the end, so everyone fell a bit flat, if that makes sense. I'm actually mad because this song could have been so much better than it is, and I'm also sorry because this is the track where Rosé and Jisoo are credited, so I really like the 80s instrumental and the retro disco vibe that it has. My favorite part are the pre-chorus and this verse of Lisa. Her voice here is so good. It's just that the chorus is too empty, so it gets a bit boring, especially after the second chorus. I think they should have changed things up a bit throughout the song, like they did towards the end when they switched up the instrumental a bit, but unfortunately, it was too late. After The Happiest Girl is the B-side that stood out more for me. I'm not counting Pink Venom though. Rosé vocals are perfect here, they are really honey to my ears, plus the lyrics really hit you unexpectedly. I also love the contrast between the pop rock instrumental of the verses and the much more disco upbeat of the chorus. However, it does end too abruptly for me. I would have loved a switch towards the end to spice things up a little bit. In any case, I have to be honest here, even though Hard to Love suits Rosé's voices a lot, it was really weird to me that they decided to give this song only to Rosé for many reasons. First of all, the album has only 8 songs, 2 of them already released. So, it's cool to give a song only to a member or a few members, but that makes sense when the album has enough tracks that you are completely satisfied and full, we could say. Second of all, after the whole Chenny subunit story, if there had to be a song with just some members, I would have expected a song by Jennie and Rosé or by Jisoo and Rosé. It would have been cool to have 2 subunits, one song with, for example, Jennie and Rosé, and another one with Jisoo and Lisa. That would have been really interesting, and it would have made much more sense in my opinion. Lastly, I don't think that is fair, to be honest. Rosé was the one that went solo just last year, while Jennie has only one solo song of 3 years ago, while Rosé and Lisa have 2 respectively, and Jisoo has 0. So it would have been more fair to give a solo to Jisoo, not like a real solo debut with a whole album, of course, just a solo track instead Born Pink. Also because what is she going to perform on tour in her solo stage? I'm also thinking concert-wise, especially because I am gonna go to the Copenhagen concert. Can't fucking wait, by the way. So when I first listened to the song, I was like, is she going to perform 2 solo songs? I kind of doubt it. So what is gonna be? Gone, On the Ground, or Hard to Love? Do you get what I mean? Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I mean, she's laid hard, so I'll give her that.
But tonight I'll be the happiest girl in the world.
Okay, guys, wow. Just wow. I honestly didn't see this coming because I generally hate ballads, and of course, there are some exceptions, but I would have never thought, not even in a million of years, that my favorite song of a Blackpink album would have been a ballad. Like, never. But here we are. So, this is me every time that I listen to this song. Like, literally. I've got chills every time I listen to it, I'm not kidding. And my biggest surprise were for sure Jisoo and Lisa, which stand out so much in here in a way I would have never expected. Especially because I prefer Rosé and Jennie's vocals over Jisoo and Lisa's, but I was taken aback because like Jisoo sang in a higher tone than usual, and oh my god, her voice sounded so angelical. Like, that is the perfect tone for her. Just listen.
My heart only wants you the moment you say no.
Like, come on, this gives me little chills. It's crazy. And Lisa. Wow, Lisa apparently heard when I said in my Pink Venom review that she's the weakest vocalist of the group, and she clapped back like the badass that she is, because this is so insane that it doesn't even sound like her voice. Like, this part right here.
All it takes is a smooth pop of a bottle top to fix a heart.
I was like, Lisa? Lisa, is that you? Unbelievable. And I love how this song builds up towards the end. Like, it starts really slow and chill, and then at the end there is this like explosion.
But tonight I'll be the happiest girl in the world. You see.
Wow, just wow. Plus there is so emotions in their voices. All of them, it really looked like they lived this first person, and who knows, maybe they did it. I mean, the lyrics are so relatable, honestly. Maybe that's also why this song is so hard. I mean, if you had like a stormy love story that ended kind of badly, and at some point you decided to choose your happiness over the pain that the person brought to you, then you'll relate to this so hard. Wow. Bravo, Blackpink. Seriously.
Say fuck it when I feel it. 'Cause no one's keeping tally. I do what I want with who I like.
Tali is better than Type of Girl and Yeah, but doesn't stand out so much in my opinion. I really like Lisa's rap in here, and I love that they curse so much. But yeah, towards the end it gets very underwhelming for me. Maybe because they repeat the same sentence over and over until the song fades out. So when it was over, I was like, yeah, so I feel that this song has the same problem of like Yeah and Type of Girl, so that I wish they would have changed things up a little bit throughout the song, and that would have, made me more satisfied for sure.
Straight till you don't like. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Straight till you don't like.
So overall, I am kind of conflicted because I like the single tracks of Born Pink more than the ones of the album, but I feel that overall the album is better than Born Pink. Like, not necessarily better, it's just that it has more personality in a way, if that makes sense. Like, for example, in the album we got Lovesick Girls, which was the title track, but a lot of people thought that also How You Like That or Pretty Savage could have been the title tracks. And we got also Crazy Over You, which was a really unique song, and also two collaborations, Ice Cream with Selena Gomez and Bet You Wanna with Cardi B, and all of these added more flavor to the whole album. Well, in here, for me, the only song that could be the title track is Pink Venom. All the other B-sides, except for The Happiest Girl, lack of something. They have the potential to be something more if only they switch up something throughout the song, which they didn't. So in the end, you are left a bit disappointed and you start for more. At least that's what my first impression was. But I am for sure very happy that they established a new sound, because every song is kind of different from their usual songs, and I really appreciate it. I feel that this comeback is much more mature in a way. I wished blackpink would have had more tracks though, and also at least one collaboration to add something interesting to the table. I'm not saying that the girls need someone else to be interesting, of course, just that it would have savored a bit the whole package. By the way, this album was full of surprises for sure. Apart from the new sound, everyone has proven that they are four aces. They can all sing, they can all rap, as was shown in Shutdown, they can all dance, as shown by the improvement of the choreographies. I mean, they are really unstoppable. And also, the singular members forecast their skills in a way that I wouldn't expect it, especially Lisa, which surprised me so much and showed me that she's much more than a rapper and a dancer. She's also a freaking talented singer. I really hope that we're going to get good promotions and I will have more than one Korean stage, because so far I was quite disappointed about it. Like, come on, only one Pink Venom stage compared to the, I don't know, 7 of How You Like That. I get that they had less time this time compared to the album era, but I really wished for more amazing performances, because I think we all deserve it. The whole world deserves it, honestly. Okay guys, this was all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye!